last week, and then we'll talk about.
Let's go. We're gonna do it live. Doing it live.
What?
We're recording.
Okay.
Okay. Are we recording?
We are recording.
We are recording.
I don't see the red
podcast
light
has
flashing.
begun.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what is messed up is when we had Andrew on here. He was like, "Yeah, I don't show up for the prelims
Yeah.
because he's too cool." He didn't show up to. He didn't show up for most of the fights.
He showed up
was
for two
number one.
fights.
He showed up for
We watched two fights.
The main events.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't know if he said what his reasoning was. He was just like, I got lucky that Giancarlo's match was the full 15 minutes because it let me get here in time.
He doesn't live that far away.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it was.
I don't think it's about distance or time. It's just
You just feel like getting up to go do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it had to be. But yeah. What are we even talking about?
I was just saying because we're going to talk about the fights,
What fights?
the who's number one.
Who's number one? That was just this past weekend
We'll call
in
them
Austin.
Jiu-jitsu matches. Yeah.
Jiu Jitsu match. Okay.
Which was like also like I've never been to like a jiu-jitsu match that I wasn't competing in
Yeah.
or coaching.
How was it your first time?
interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. Like who's number one puts on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good show. It was a good setup. And
Good on time too. Like
yeah.
they
Yeah.
jump for one match.
Think about that though.
that was
Very
the
good
most
segues.
Yeah.
that was the most
Have
impressive part,
you
I feel.
besides working like so refing because you've ref who number one all the time.
Yeah.
You've refs fight to wins. How many of those have you been to that
Just to go.
You weren't just to go.
Yeah, I've done that. Just because not so much that I'm the shit, but like I feel like it's not that I'm the shit. It's just that I feel like I owe those promotions and those promoters respect if I'm able to go.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like most of the time though, you work them.
Yeah, but the ones that I don't work, I'll still go just to show those guys respect.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool. Yeah. That makes sense. I just I can't remember like normally I'm fucking like cutting weight and competing at them. I don't like.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the dark side, bro.
Yeah.
It was so much fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
It was a good time.
And they put on such a good production, and it's the cool thing. It feels a little bit like the old Honor Invitationals, where it's not in a super big arena. It's like a little bit smaller, but like it's kind of more.
Packed.
No, not packed. What's the
Intimate.
Intimate. There you go.
Great.
Zach knows all about
word.
it.
Yeah.
$5 word.
They use the smaller room.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. We had to walk all the way around to the
Feels
backside.
more
Yeah.
full. Like you could see like all the Six Blades dudes like sitting across the way. Like you can like be like fuck you, like joking around, right? And like they weren't too far away. Like it was cool.
No, it was nice. It was definitely intimate. I like that word. It was super annoying that we did have to walk around the entire place just to get into it. I feel like there should have been an easier way to do that. Like it was 10 minutes just to get to the opening door. But once you got in there, it was beautiful. Like it was set up so nice. And my buddy John was saying that that's been like a work in progress that they've kind of done better over the years.
Complaining about walking.
A little bit. Is that okay?
Goddamn.
That's what happens when you give people free shit.
Yeah. We gotta walk. They should have golf carts to take us around.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
not
be
saying
pissed
that.
if I had to pay for this.
Yeah. I mean, I had to spend money and walk 2 minutes.
Bro, it's like
What
the
a fucking asshole.
the Metallica concert we went to. We're trying to find the will call, right? These guys are getting all pissed off, like, it's so hot. We have to walk around the stadium to get the will call. I'm like, we're getting free tickets. They're getting into the
Hey, no,
stadium for
Metallica.
free. At Metallica.
Free Metallica ticket.
We have free
in the
They were
pit.
bitching so bad.
And you got pit bands.
And we got pit
Wow.
bands.
Oh, wait, hold on. Then.
That's happy
You take
summer
it
pit.
back now, talking shit to me.
on.
Yeah, you know who was in
sounds
that
way
pit
worse.
2 days before you were?
Who's that?
Jason Momoa.
Wow, you're basically Jason Momoa.
No,
You know
I'm
Jason
not.
Momoa like this.
Yeah. No, hold on.
He's probably taller than you though.
Oh, God damn it, guys. Hold on.
got
So
more hair,
wait,
too.
let me finish this. Yeah.
Pat can't get his thought out.
You know what? No, hey,
fuck it
hold
up,
on.
fuck it
I'll say this. Sometimes when I get to thinking about Jason Momoa, I forget what I'm saying too.
Yeah.
You flustered him. You flustered him. Look at him.
Yeah, then I started talking about Kavika.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's our own Jason Momoa.
He does like Jason
Anyways,
Momoa.
So the reason why it sucked at AT&T Stadium to go get those tickets, like, okay, walking 5 minutes in a climate controlled building, not bad.
Yeah.
Walking outside was 110
In August?
degrees.
In August?
Yeah, we
it
were-
was hot. I
we
took my
were
shirt off to walk
dying.
around. I had to take my shirt off. I was like, it's
I don't know if
hot.
you had to, but
Yeah, we did a
It's true.
we did a 12-mile
I did it for the
run.
fans.
We did a 12-mile run to get into the concert.
What were you carrying?
Nothing.
Life.
Ourselves.
yeah, you know, I don't know if Pat's standard for a ruck has fallen off since he's retired, but
Yeah, bro. I don't have to do that anymore. Just walk.
Like I just walk around.
Yeah.
That's a rock.
That's a rock, yeah.
But we walked up to one will call window,
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I was like, Matt, this has got to be it. Because it's me, Matt, you, and then Matt's daughter. So we walk up to the window.
Sean.
And Sean was with us.
Sean was with us,
I think He was
yeah.
wearing fucking flip-flops too.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, in the pit. I was like, that's not going to be great for your feet. Anyways, so we walk up to the window and they go, no, it's on the other side.
Yeah, it's like the stadium. This is like the Cowboy Stadium. We had to walk around on the outside.
And it was at like 3:30, so it was hot as fuck.
Yeah, it was like prime hot.
Yeah,
time.
but not. And listen, they added more distance on to it because there was all the gates and shit. And all
It's
the
the gated.
fences.
So you had to walk around this big like
So you had
gated
to walk
area.
all the way around that. But we fucked up because we're stupid, and we went to the right, and then there was a gate, and they're like, "No, you got to go around." So we went like a quarter away around this way.
That's the worst.
And then all the way back around. But we should have just went around.
Yeah.
But we were like halfway there.
They went 400 degrees in
Exactly.
in a circle.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
they were
worst.
trying to like pull it up on our phone and stuff. And we got there, and I was worried that they were going to tell us the same thing. And I was like, guys, I'm just going to perish here, not die, but perish.
side.
Yeah, and then we got our tickets.
This is the other side.
Yeah, which were amazing tickets.
Yeah,
And
in the pit.
no, not yet.
The
Not yet.
tickets alone
that
were
was the-
great.
I gave them regular seats.
Yeah, hold on.
Those are good regular seats, though.
What is regular seats considered?
We were like just off the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So listen,
Just off
and the
floor.
funny part though
Like,
is
just
The
off the
lower
floor.
bowl.
Do you know brown belt Jason? Big bowling ball brown belt Jason?
yeah.
Took a picture. He was at the top, one row down,
Yeah.
and he was like, I saw Iako, and showed me a picture
Super
of
zoom.
just his Iako's gray beard, super zoomed in. I was like, where were you guys? Like all the way to the top. I pulled my phone out and showed him. He's like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, these are like, I showed him where our seats were at.
Yeah.
And then he was like, those are amazing. And I was like, cool with those. And then
Yeah.
Iako walks up and goes, hey guys, come here. And I was like,
He pulls
"What's up?"
pit passes
I was like,
out of
"What's
his
up?"
pant-
and then
out of his
pulled these
pocket.
bands out, and I was like, what is that doing? He's like, follow me. Like full on,
Like, come on, guys.
full on Fort Benning like infantry.
Follow me if you want the rock.
Yeah. So
You should have said that. Goddamn,
we
that'd been
walked-
great.
So we walked down and like Five Finger Death Punch, the band that Iako works for, walks out, and we're like waiting to get in, but they walk out, and Iako just like, hold on. So they get out and they start playing, and then they're like, all right, you can go. And Iako was like holding people back, so we went first. And then we got in the pit, and again, like you'd see Iako just randomly walk. I was like, it's Iako. I haven't seen this yet. I've seen pictures, and this is.
Let me
this is
describe
super
this
weird.
pit real fast for people who haven't seen the Metallica's like big pit. It's a big circle of a stage with the inner circle where you can get inside of. It's called the Snake Pit. It's not a usual thing they do, but it's a stadium tour thing, I believe. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it
And
is.
then
So we're in the middle of the stage where Metallica and Five Finger are playing.
That's great. So it's not even like you're like not even
No,
like general admission. Like I mean, what they call it? Like
So
when
they
you're,
don't
like, on
do
the
that.
floor.
They don't do that at
Yeah.
their concert.
Yeah,
You have-
that's GA.
Yeah. But then you were past GA, past where it's just standing room. You're just like, I'm in the middle of the.
Or middle of a stage.
That's pretty insane.
Middle of the middle.
The weird thing,
The
though,
middle of the middle.
The weird thing though is, Lars's drum set goes down, and then it would pop up in
elsewhere.
another
Yeah.
spot. Now the real question is it just 4 separate drum sets?
Oh, it's definitely four.
or,
Gotta be, yeah.
or is it one goes down?
And they move it underneath.
Yeah, or
That seems way too complicated.
yeah,
look,
100%.
I'm sure they could afford
During
4
the
different
show,
drum sets.
Robert Trujillo was on a fucking little platform that they pushed across the fucking middle of the Snake
Directly
Pit.
next to us.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I'm like getting pushed from behind. I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy's like pushing or clearing the way for his fucking thing, getting pushed through. Robert Trujillo's just playing right behind me. I'm like, oh fuck, okay,
That's
go
pretty
ahead,
sick.
Yeah.
go ahead, man.
No, it was pretty dope. But
it was the coolest concert I've ever been to.
So Iako's son was there too, and when Five Finger was playing, I put him on because Ashley had him on his shoulders, so I was like, "Come on, bud." So I put him on my shoulders. And
How
like,
heavy is Kayako?
Not very big. Anyways, so
150.
150. Yeah.
too bad.
So, but anyway, so one of the security guards came over because he was up there for like 4 songs. One of the security guards came over and was like, "Hey, you got to put him down." I was like, "Okay." So I put him down, and he like looked all sad. And then I was like, and then another security goes like, he comes over, he's like, "Fuck that, bro. Put him back up there." Put him back on my shoulder, and everybody was like giving him like fucking pics, and the lead singer of Five Finger like gave him a T-shirt, and I was like, all right, cool. And then when Metallica started playing, there's like, he's got to get down.
Yeah.
There was one
That does
kid
seem
that
like a
was
safety thing.
I saw one kid that was on this guy's shoulders the entire concert. I'm pretty sure
No, what happened? It's not a safety thing. It's like once one person sees that,
Then everybody.
everybody does it.
Let's do it.
then now it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
What about when those two kids were walking, like what's his name? What's the lead singer of Five Finger?
Ivan.
Yeah, Ivan brought those two kids on stage.
Yeah.
And again,
Oh, yeah.
Iako did very good at his job, very risk adverse. Is like, so they brought him up and they talked and he played a song. And then Yako's like, we should probably get these fucking kids off this. I don't think they signed waivers.
There's no
We should
waivers
probably
there.
get these kids off this. And then Ivan's like, no, Iako, let them stay up there. I was like, and in my head, I'm just like, Yako's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah. So like I've been with these guys since 2015,
Yeah.
Wow.
and you learn there's certain things you can only learn on stage, right? And I learned that on stage that people will do anything for their moment.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. Is I'm trying to avoid them finding that time and space for their moment.
Yeah.
So I'll let them do their thing. I'll let them entertain the situation. But as soon as that part is over, it's time for them to get off the fucking stage because that's when the moment happens. Yeah. And what exists in that moment? Who knows?
Yeah.
That bright light bulb
That sounds
goes
like
off
the
in their
scariest
head.
We used to call that
Jump off the
Murphy,
stage or some
Murphy's
shit.
Law. Anything
Yeah.
that can happen will happen.
Yeah.
And Murphy's out there. He's just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
People just come up with some crazy shit, man. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want the last thing I want is some kid that like he's enjoying himself, and they always do, and they trip and hit one of those lights that's like $50,000, and that thing's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just avoid that thing from happening, and then. You know, sometimes if it fucking shits in Ivan's cereal and he's like, what are you doing? Like he'll give somebody something, like he'll give somebody like one of our backstage passes. Yeah. And I'll wait. And then Ivan will disappear. I'll go to grab it. And as soon as I paste my hand on it, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck? Where did you come from?
Like, we don't know who this person is. You're just going to let them backstage?
Yeah. I mean, it's never happened where they're like, hey, I got this. You know, that's actually did happen once, but trying to avoid that moment.
Wait, no one's ever like taken the backstage pass and actually tried to
one
get
time
backstage?
that I remember. One time. But our security guy, you know, our venue security, they know who we are, and that person's not one of us. I'll usually try and trade that thing out for something. That's a very valuable piece of memorabilia.
That's true too. Even if you don't go backstage, I guess like that's a cool thing to have.
I've got one,
bro. At the Metallica con, like when Metallica came on, like it was fucking chaos, bro. Like when Five Finger played, the lights were on the whole time. Like it was
right. Yeah, they
fucking
were
dope. Like I feel like it's probably easier to be a security guard when the lights are on, right? Like you don't have night vision goggles.
Maybe he does. How do you know?
He's got night vision, like a tiger
Built in.
the Hawaiian night vision.
But then they turned those lights off and they started kicking those giant fucking volleyballs around. I was like, oh my God, this is chaos.
Beach balls, not volleyballs.
Yeah, and the reason that the main reason that happens is because
avoid confusion.
Show.
Yeah.
If it was our show, it would be pitch black as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like the stage presence,
right? Ambiance.
Really, it's the presentation, right? That's the biggest. That's the most important thing is the presentation, and really, that's the only reason I have a job.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm security for Five Finger is so that everybody on stage, all the band members, all the crew guys, have a sense of security, so they can put out the best presentation possible. Right. So that's the only reason I'm there. I'm on stage so that when the guys are playing, they know that if somebody gets on stage, it's gonna get handled. You know what I mean? So I don't do any actual securing.
Yeah.
I'm like a baby blanket for the band. You know?
So here's the question though. So let's say someone
Most
does get on
expensive baby
stage,
blanket ever.
and it was that fucking circle stage like for Metallica.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Bro, listen, I saw you run the other day on that video, and I know that you can. It looked like it was painful.
It was because my legs like had this groin issue.
Yeah.
That's the main whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Not that I go running on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I treat securing a stage kind of like a lion hunts in the
Yeah. No, I get it.
You're stuck.
I get it.
I'm not warming up, bro. We're just gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that stage is so big. Like like the fastest like way to something is a straight fucking line.
Yeah.
But like if you went straight line, you got to jump off the stage, run through the crowd.
Yeah.
Give all the people, like everyone from Sheepdog, like high fives on the way.
And this is the worst thing, right? Imagine getting on stage and somebody's like on the other side, like you said, and you start running one way,
And
they're gonna go the other way.
That classic
Then you're like,
around the table.
"Fuck, do I just keep running in the same direction?
Yeah. So you yell at Zoltan, hip toss that motherfucker.
Grab the motherfucker.
Hopefully the venue guys are trained enough to get their ass on stage and help.
So
Who was that one guy? Oh, God damn, was it System of a Down or somebody fucking like
Suicidal tendencies.
Is that who it was who hip tossed that dude that ran on the stage?
Oh no, that was
you know what I'm talking about? Was it Tool? Yeah, it's a Tool. The dude fucking like rushes the stage.
The lead
That's
singer?
what it was.
Yeah, he
He fucking
trains,
hip
right?
tosses dude, and he
Yeah,
gets
this guy came
the
up
black
with a hug
belt, yeah.
painter. He hip tossed him, put him in the rear mount, and Rear Naked Choco was singing while choking him on
He
concert.
finished the damn song.
That's sick.
With this sitting on this
Their
dude.
drummer is from where 20 minutes away from where I grew up at. I did security for one of their concerts, like when I was in high school. It's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Tool's so badass.
Yeah, the
that
high
dude's
school
also, like,
security
shorter
guy is,
than
like,
Zach.
the worst guy to have.
Yeah.
Especially if they love the band.
Yeah.
You know, if you have security who loves the band, they're not fucking security shit. They're watching the show from the front. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
100%. That again though, that concert was. I don't know how we got onto that.
I went to a Tool concert when I was stationed in Hawaii. That was my first like rock concert ever. It was pretty cool.
It was Tool. It was who was it? It was fuck. I can't even remember now. Yeah. Anyways, so after the concert, the Metallica concert, we also had to walk another 12-mile ruck march out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Again,
you're having
it's-
fun at this point.
Well, no,
Also, it's not a
we
rock.
weren't
You're not
having
carrying
fun 'cause
anything.
We were hammered. Like, wasn't hammered.
You guys had to drive back too.
Yeah, but it took us another 12
Getting
miles.
out of the stadium was crazy because like they shifted us one direction,
Yeah.
and it was a funnel to get us all going the same direction.
and
it
there
took
was those
forever to get
zigzag
out.
fucking stairs.
Yeah.
and
It was
everybody
rampant,
was
yeah.
like, "What the fuck is going on?
Where are we going?" Yeah.
I was like, I think we're at the top of the stadium.
And then we had to go
now.
down the damn things. Once we got out of the stadium,
That's super annoying.
Yeah,
They're
and
trying to
then
get you to buy merch.
and then walk back.
I saw
to
nothing,
the-
nowhere to buy merch.
right?
No,
on
no,
the
it
way
was
out.
so no, it was it was like they use it for like the golf carts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
get,
really
like,
wide,
during football
like, wide
games. It was
area.
real wide, but like it was just stupid, bro. I was like, "Fuck this."
Some people
And
were
then-
like falling out. They're like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna sit here for a
Yeah,
minute."
the
You
whole
know.
venue is designed to get you to buy shit.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah,
That's
the NFL knows what they're doing.
Well, I waited to get my wife a T-shirt until you got us the. Like I was like, man, I wonder if I'm able to get down there if Iako can get me down there to go to the souvenir stand, the T-shirt stand they had there, because all the other ones, the lines were like an hour and a half.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one there was like 3 people at, and I was gonna be like, I was gonna throw my fucking debit card at him like Gambit and be like, I want 7 and 14.
Yeah,
yeah,
most
that
of the
was-
good stuff was already gone by the time we got down there. I think like.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, well, I think most of it probably sold the day before though, bro, because people.
Oh, that's right. They
forget that-
played
It was a
Friday
3-day
night. Yeah.
concert.
2 days.
They're bringing
Yeah.
up stuff. They're bringing up stuff for.
Well, a lot of it was outside too. They had like 3 trailers outside. We saw all of them while we were walking around a stadium.
So you should have stopped on the way out too. Then.
Yeah,
There's all lines everywhere though.
That's
Like,
smart though.
huge
Selling the
lines.
merch outside the stadium. Be like,
Yep.
let's just. Why do you don't even need to buy a ticket, like,
bro. Like,
You can buy a shirt. Yeah, can't afford a ticket. I can get a T-shirt.
bro, we
There you
can
go.
fucking-
Oh, I went to the concert.
I went to it. Yeah,
Oh, you saw them? I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Yeah.
I was there.
Don't put
I
words
was
in my
there.
mouth.
I could hear it.
I can hear it
kind
from
of.
the walls. Yeah. I wonder if you could hear it outside.
It's weird because like I'm always behind the curtain, so to speak, for a lot of stuff, right? So like the Who's Number One, Fight to Wins. I've been in a couple UFCs as a coach, and then obviously I've been to like over fucking 400 concerts in the last couple of years. Like being behind the scenes, you look at things differently, right? So not too long after that show, I took my kids to Drake in Austin.
Yeah,
But I went as like a regular poor. Like
Really bored.
fucking asshole.
I didn't pay for the tickets, but I had to
In
sit.
the pit though. Yeah, yeah.
I had to sit in like
I had to sit 4 rows up. Jesus
sit
Christ.
in a regular VIP
They
seat.
wouldn't even let me on the stage. It was weird.
But seeing concerts from behind the curtain is like it's so much more like convenient, I guess. So like when you have to walk through the crowds and all that stuff, it's like you have to deal with that shit. But during the Drake concert, somebody got on stage.
Check, this would not happen in my
Yeah,
life.
it was weird, man. It was weird because like some guy, like you just don't. It's not my show, but I know that guy wasn't supposed to be up there. As soon as I saw him walk up, I was like, oh, yeah. I'm just waiting for me. I'm waiting for the security guy to get him, and he didn't
Tackle his
come up.
ass. Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's like when Dave Chappelle, that guy ran on the stage and tried to stab
that's
Dave
kind of
Chappelle.
obvious, right?
Yeah.
This guy kind of walked up and he walked past 2 or 3 security guards just to get up the stairs, and he walks over to Drake, and Drake pushes him. Like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!
What the fuck?
And
You
still
got
no
that
security
close to
guard.
him?
Still no security
Oh
guy
my
came up.
god!
And then Drake grabs him, walks him over to the stairs. Still no security.
No way. Drake,
Oh,
Drake, up your security. Maybe hire
He's
your
like, what? He's like, oh, security's not working today. And that's when the guy at the bottom was like, what?
That dude got fired. That dude got fired so quick.
I'll be Iako. I'll be Drake's Iako.
You'll be Drake's Iako. Drake, if you're listening to this, Pat's
you're
looking for
not.
another
You
job.
know Drake's listening to this, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's
one of our subscribers.
He's one of the 1,200 people that follow us every week.
But I know the people that that works for Drake, and I was like, hey, what's up with this dude? And like, oh, we have to get rid of this guy, and then
Yep.
the next day, blah 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 blah. So
I just guessed he got fired. I didn't even know that story.
somebody got in trouble for sure.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't not get in trouble. If
For that,
if
yeah.
if the talent has to be the person to remove someone from
Dude,
stage,
yeah.
that's a problem.
You imagine like you're up there like trying to put a show on, like you have to like deal with this guy all of a sudden. Like, who am I paying for this stuff?
Like, it's like that Maynard story, right? Where he hip tossed that dude, finished the song while I
Yeah.
was singing. Also, where's that security guard at? But I think there's also the flip side of that. I remember like growing up, like when Limp Bizkit was real big. I remember watching this thing on MTV where they were like following Limp Bizkit around while they were touring, and they had like the cage. It was like a big like chain link fence thing in front of where they were singing at, and some guy crawled over it, got on stage, and their security guard just like shit whipped this dude, was like
Yep.
shaking him, and Fred Durst was like, dude, that's not okay.
No, you've seen people get fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that's irresponsible for the
No.
security. But you know what though, as a security guy, the hardest thing to deal with is not taking stuff like that personally.
Yeah.
Which is weird, right? It's like it's a job, but to a security guy, if you get past them, it's because you are intentionally trying to fuck him over.
Yeah.
That's how security guards take that shit.
Yeah.
That's
That
why
makes sense,
bouncers
yeah.
are so like rough with people, because anytime you do something wrong in a bar,
That and steroids.
they
Too
take
many
it personally.
steroids. Yeah, too many steroids.
When I first started doing this shit, I kind of did the same thing. Like people would get on stage, and in my head, I'm like, I gotta rip this motherfucker's head off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then one time, I like choked this guy unconscious on stage. Don't show this. Cut it out.
Cut that out, yeah.
And,
We'll edit that out, yeah.
Afterwards, my guys were like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "Well, because of blah 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 blah." And in my head, the fastest way to stop a fight is to choke the guy unconscious, right?
Yeah.
But then my lead singer was like, "Dude, that guy's a fan, right? He came to the show as a fan.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my fans getting choked out, getting beat up, getting hurt, and none of that stuff. So do your fucking job, but do it in a way where nobody gets hurt." And that changed my whole thing. Dude, like that changed all of my jujitsu, all of my self-defense stuff, all of my techniques of handling people.
Yeah, so I guess the question though is like everything escalates, right? So like if you're trying to be nice to the dude and the dude starts like you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get like if he starts swinging on you, like you're not just gonna piece that up. You go for double unders. He gets his hips back. He fucking pummels like, oh, now we're in a fucking fight.
Yeah, that
I'm
never happens.
sorry.
I was gonna say
that-
I'm just saying.
Some drunk guy's not going to be
in my head though. I'm just saying like I imagine that the band would be okay if something like that happened. Like that guy was throwing down.
They want it
dude.
to happen. Honestly, they want to watch somebody get fucked up. They do. In their head, they want to see it, but they hate to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
makes sense.
They would hate to see that. They want to see it. Every time I've had to like grab somebody off stage or trip them or whatever, they're all like, dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I also fuck somebody up on stage, you'll be like, that was awesome, but
Yeah.
Not,
you're fired.
Not great.
You know,
I'm sure. Does the crowd also go crazy?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
when you light up someone who gets on
But you
stage?
can't do it, man. You know, and even like
We should just, bro. We'll just stage it so that like everyone get hyped.
dude, my
Just like,
first show ever
Yeah.
on stage, somebody gets on stage. First show ever. I'm just standing there like I'm just like feeling it out. Right?
minding my own business. No, you're at work.
This guy that paid VIP, he climbs up the front of the stage and he runs across. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why would the VIP guy be doing that? I guess he's allowed to. And then it clicks in my head like, no, go get him.
Yeah.
So I run over there and he's trying to tackle the lead singer. He's trying to tackle Ivan. And I meet him with like a front headlock position. And like, he goes to sleep, and then I carry him to the edge of the mat, edge of the stage, outside of the lights, and I set him down. I'm trying to get his hand behind his back. You don't want to give it to me, right? So I hit him with a little Kimura like action, and then all you do is like little like click click sound on his shoulder. Put his hand on his back. I said, "Give me your other arm." He's like, "Okay."
I love that. The little.
And then we handcuffed him, and then he went off stage, right? But after the show, they're like, "Did you pay that motherfucker?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Dude, because that went too good. That was too smooth for that. That's how you are."
So just so
They got that good.
If anything ever gets a little bit sketchy for you, and like they're like, we don't know, bro, I'll show up. And you just fucking hip toss the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Go neon belly. Don't hit me hard.
No, you know what it is? I gotta do the fucking. I gotta do the Steven Seagal, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I'm just like move out of the way. And
Oh,
you're like,
bro.
"Shabba-bow!"
So speaking of Steven Seagal,
God.
what's your favorite Steven Seagal movie?
Oh,
Probably Under Siege.
Fuck no.
It's the knife to the head, dude.
No.
At the end of
What
the
about you?
I don't know.
No, you just tell me no. That's not my favorite movie.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like,
It's
That's not it. That's not right. No.
Sorry, what's the best Steven Seagal movie?
Probably Hard to Kill.
What about you?
I don't know.
Because you don't know fucking Steven Seagal movies because you're 12. What about you, bro?
Under Siege.
That's because he's in the Navy.
Hey, bro, Mark. For
Maybe
Death,
Under Siege 2 though.
where he fights the
Was he in that one?
He's on a train, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when he fights the Jamaican drug gang, the Jamaican voodoo posse.
Oh, that one is good.
Yeah, where he fights those dudes in that jewelry store, and he breaks that dude's arm, then slams him through the jewelry cases.
That's all the movies.
So good.
Is it all of them? Yeah. What's the one where he like cuts the dude's throat with the credit card? You guys remember that shit? It's like in a parking garage. He's getting jumped or something.
It was
sounds
actually
wild.
a documentary about when he was a police officer.
It was based on his real life true story.
yeah. That being said, I like, as things go on now and like people are like Steven Seagal's a joke. People are coming up with these like stories from like whenever they'd be like stuntmen and he would like really like hit them, like he would try to like steal on, like he would just was jacking dudes, and then he was like, one guy was like a black belt in Jiu Jitsu, and he was a black belt in Jiu Jitsu, and Steven Seagal's like, put me in a headlock, I bet I can get out. The guy is like, okay. He choked that motherfucker unconscious. He choked Steven Seagal unconscious, and he shit his pants.
Steven Seagal's one of those guys too, though. Like if you put him in a headlock and you don't choke him unconscious, he would like rip your balls off.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
He'd be like, okay, that's how I'm getting out. I told you.
Yeah.
Like,
Told you I'm getting out.
Or not gonna kill you. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal, interesting though. I feel like he's one of like the '90s action stars that have not reemerged into movies again. Why was it?
He's still relevant though.
Yeah,
He is still relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Relevant.
relevant are we saying?
You
What I'm
just
saying
brought
is
him up on a
everybody
podcast.
who knows who all the current martial artists, except for this asshole, knows who Steven Seagal is.
Hey,
I know who
also-
Steven Seagal
See
is.
what I mean? Prove my point.
Yeah, also,
There you go.
a lot of people
All of
don't
them.
know this.
All of them.
Steven Seagal had a reggae album, and it was, I said,
Oh, yeah.
my God,
Oh, no, I heard it.
You
sent it to
I heard it.
It's all about fucking.
Yeah.
That's what reggae's about. If you listen
No,
closely.
it's not. It's about weed usually, but his reggae album, it's just about fucking.
Reggae
It's
album.
crazy.
Only allowed in the 90s.
Okay, I have to find this now. It sounds like the best
Bro, you
idea
never heard
ever.
it?
No.
We listened to it one day during jiu-jitsu. I just put it on and let it play, and people were. I
was
was
a
like,
Steven Seagal
I was like, "What do you guys think about this?" Like, it's okay. It's all right. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. I was like, "It's fucking Steven Seagal."
Yeah.
You sent it to me one day, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "How is this a thing?"
Yeah, who is this guy singing the song? That's Steven Seagal. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I'm about to find this on Spotify right now.
No,
Hold
look,
on.
so it's a picture of Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
His name's on it, Steven Seagal.
Yeah, but he looks.
It's not
But
even
then
like
he's
a-
rapping, and you're like, what?
yeah.
It actually wasn't that bad.
Oh my god, he's like,
Yes, it was. I was born and raised in Hawaii. We have a different standard of music.
Is there Hawaiian reggae music?
There is. There's a dude,
What?
like-
What?
That's all I listen to. That's the only thing I
There's
listen
so like it's so there's
he's from New Jersey. Forgive him.
Yes, I'm sorry.
so there's like yeah so there's like Soja and J Boog and like all these dudes that are coming up now. That's
The
like
Green.
yeah
Oh, yeah.
yeah
That's
it's
a good
like
one.
Jay's my boy, dude.
yeah bro, but it's like that right, and then there's like the California reggae, which is like Revolution, like Iration,
Yeah.
What's Kali Buds considered? That's like Virgin Island stuff, right? So it's just
Kali Buds
islands.
is-
Yeah, but he'll fit. I mean, they all fit in kind of the same genre. They're
Yeah.
gonna do really well in Hawaii. You know what I mean?
It's the thing too is like when you like all of the reggae, like it's like on a spectrum, right? Like you know, like gangster rap and like old school rap, it's on the same spectrum. That's kind of how the reggae is. Like there's a lot of different like spectrum of the reggae, but like when you hear like the stuff from Hawaii, you're like, oh, okay, and then you hear the stuff from California, you're like, okay, that's
You can see the difference. You can feel the difference.
Yeah, no,
it's-
for sure.
especially when
I
you
imagine.
see it live. Like I saw J Boog and Iration in the same day.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this is the same,
But different.
but different.
It's
Yeah.
a different temperature. For
Yeah.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Because the Iration was a little more like alternative than like an alternative music feel, like a rock feel than J Boog. It was still reggae, but it was a little more of like a garage bandy feel. And J Boog was more of like a orchestra, like he had backup singers kind of
party,
deal.
bro.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I
And
would
then-
say that since I started working for Five Fingers, so before I started working for them, I very rarely went to concerts. Very rarely. Now I go all the time. I go to all kinds of shows, every show that I can get to. I try to make friends with all of the security and owners for every single fucking venue in my area, so I could just walk into shows. When I was living in Colorado, bro, I had that shit on lockdown.
So they do in New Braunfels. They have, I think it's Whitewater Amphitheater, and every year, Slightly Stupid does like their summer tour, and they always have like I saw Soja there, I saw Tribal Seeds there, I saw Iration there, I saw J-Boog there, saw Irie. Like it was like every time they come there, they bring different bands. It's awesome. I saw Modest Yahoo there.
He's playing soon too. He's coming here soon.
Yeah, that dude crip walk for like 6 minutes, like made sounds, no real words. yeah, all vowels, no consonants. I don't know what's going on.
Just like whining.
Yeah, but it was
melodic whining.
It was so good. My wife was like, "This is not great." I was like, "What?
How do you not like this? This is beautiful."
Yeah, like
how hammered were you during this time? Though?
It was like and when he was doing it, it was like when you listen to a Little John song and you're waiting for like the beat to drop, or like it's like gonna go hard in a minute, and it just didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing.
Didn't drop.
Yeah.
You gotta, there's a happy space, right? There's like if you listen to like Bob Marley and the Wailers, like Stir It Up, the live version, the intro is like 10 minutes long, but it's just a band vibing, dude. That's my favorite piece of reggae music of all time. It's them it's before he starts singing, the band's like boom, 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 boom. That whole thing is just like I can listen to that all day. Yeah. But that's that space, dude.
That's what's cool about live music too. It like allows for that space for them to like be more creative and do a lot more different things. I went to go see Billy Strings, which is like some like bluegrass guy here at the Moody Center, and he like literally just made sounds I didn't know were possible on a banjo with like 2 other guys, and like I think one song was like 45 minutes. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. Like he never stopped. Like he just played. Like he never stopped. And then he's like, all right, let me take a second. He like left. He came back, probably had like some water, came back outside.
So it was, I guess, 2 Super Bowls ago when Chris Stapleton sang the national anthem.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry if you sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl, but he shit on all of you. Like, all of you sang that song, but I've never had someone sing the national anthem, and I was like, yeah. Proud.
You cried a little
Whitney
bit?
yeah. Whitney Houston.
But I think he shit on her.
No way.
Yeah.
No fucking
way. Did you hear it?
Of course I did.
Bro.
He was there.
Whitney Houston did it.
I'm telling you, like that one, when he did it, I was like, damn, like this is my number one. I'm putting this. It's on my phone.
Oh, see, I don't have Whitney Houston on my phone. So
how many
you
people
probably got me?
How many people got the national anthem on your phone?
Yeah.
Not very many, unless Chris Stapleton's.
I don't think Spotify has it on their phone.
Is people remember the good ones? Remember the bad ones.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Pink sang it, and even Pink was like, I mean, we all sang it.
Bro, what about you heard
fuck him.
You heard Fergie's version of the NBA All-Star game? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Oh my god. The players are like.
What about Roseanne? When Roseanne sang it like a hockey game?
Wait, I love it.
Yeah.
She played that. She did it at a baseball game, but it was awesome, dude. Yeah, it was the best piece of comedy that I've ever seen. Dude.
Was this supposed to be comedy?
Well, yes. She can't sing. She can't sing, but she sang it as Roseanne.
Oh, that's actually pretty
the actor or the Roseanne, the
character.
The character.
Yeah.
Because she's singing as Roseanne.
Yeah,
that's her real name.
Yeah, she bombs so fucking bad, but I couldn't stop laughing, dude. It's even better when I watch it now.
Did you ever see that video where the girl singing it and she forgets the lyrics? That's like some NBA game.
No,
and like she forgets the lyrics, and like the coach has to come over. Like one of the coaches came over and helped her like finish the song.
Hold on, when I was a drill
felt
sergeant,
so bad for that girl.
Good job, bro.
When I was a drill sergeant, I was on CQ or staff duty. I made him I made him say the Pledge of Allegiance, sing the national anthem every night. You'd be surprised how many people don't know that.
Yeah.
And you'd see the dude, and
Kids hate it, dude.
You'd walk up and you'd be like, you're moving your mouth, but no fucking words are coming out, bro. Do you not know the national anthem? So on our desk, the fire guard desk, I had the combatives like packet, like where it came from, all that kind of stuff on on the desk.
This guy?
Yeah, and then
came out of my womb.
Yeah, and then I had the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance, and that was like one of those things where like at any time I could just walk up and be like, Pledge of Allegiance, go.
Yeah,
and they'd be like, whoa, and you'd be like, oh.
I mean, I think that's a little different. I don't know the national anthem, but I'm also not preparing to sing it in front of a live audience.
Yeah,
like you should know it.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
like
get
that
it.
song. It's like that movie Lean on Me. And he's like, sing the school song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what? Right now?
Bro, we just went off on a crazy tangent.
Yeah, and it was
like it was solid,
it was beautiful.
bro. Yeah.
It was great.
Hey, so
we need more of that. Who's number one?
yeah, you guys want to talk about who's number one?
Yeah,
And
this
how
is fun.
Nick
Yeah.
was so
Yeah, it was. I did like a 10-minute ruck with like nothing on my back. I had to
That's how
carry
we
a
get
water
started.
bottle. It was
That's right.
ridiculous.
It was an empty water bottle. It was a free one they gave us.
There was
we
a
walked
sticker
that
in it.
distance, and it was like they gave us power ups when we got there. They gave us a water bottle. They're like, you made it this far, water bottle.
Yeah, I like
and then
to
you kept
talk,
going. You got a sticker.
Before we get into the actual thing, I want to talk about like our introduction, right? When I say ours, I mean Sheepdog Response. So a while ago, Flow Grappling came out with a show called Who's Next. During the Who's Next thing, they had to do like different challenges, whatever. And Hollywood Mike or Mike Sears, that was one of the producers for that. He got with Tim and they did a Sheepdog Response event where they came out to the range. They had to shoot.
Before I worked here.
Yeah, we taught them how to shoot.
This was like 2
first.
years ago now, I think.
Yeah, we taught them how to shoot. Well, we didn't not taught them how to shoot. We gave them a good shooting class. And then the event was they had to escape the mount. They had to carry kettlebells to the lane and then shoot, right?
Yeah.
But that's kind of how we got introduced to that was doing that event. And since then, Mike Sears has kept in really good contact with us.
Big Dan was on that too, right?
He was, yeah.
And then the younger Tackett brother.
Yeah.
Were you not? You weren't not coaching. You weren't reffing before that. Like that's how you got into the whole flow thing.
That is how I got into the whole flow.
That's
I was
pretty
reffing other events. So I've reffed a bunch of Fight to Wins.
We talked about how what's his name's brother was grappling, choked some dude unconscious. Maybe you should have stopped it.
No. Because I've been there before where the guy's getting choked unconscious and he's to me, I'm like, this person's out. And I put my hand on, he's like, what? I'm like, oh, hell no. But then I realized what happens is this, right? What happens is people who are getting choked unconscious, they'll act like they're unconscious so that you, the ref, stops it.
And they can be like, what the
Then
fuck?
they blame it on the ref.
Interesting.
So now, even if you better fucking tap, bro.
Yeah. well, if you get choked unconscious, there's like a 99.9% chance that nothing bad's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure pretty high chance. I mean, Steve talks about it in the Protector 1 course. He's like, I did all the research and then, like, literally put someone out, like, in middle of the class, which is hilarious.
What I tell people is nobody's ever died from being choked.
Yeah. That's.
You know what I mean? Do you know anybody? Exactly my point.
But I mean, like, if you leave it on long enough.
Yeah, but who do you know? Nobody.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. I just know that how.
It's like a very long time, right?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
also
it's like
say
minutes.
shit
It has
like-
to be like minutes of being out unconscious and being choked
I
while you're
also say
unconscious.
shit like nobody ever died from bleeding too much too.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm probably sure that's not true. I say it anyway.
Do you know anybody who died from bleeding too much?
Yeah, I don't.
I
That's
do.
what I'm saying. And that's what I say. They're like, that's not true. I'm like, name one person.
I
Shut
do.
the
You
fuck
don't know
up.
anyone. To be fair,
You
it's
know
probably, like,
anyone.
you could probably make it as like one of those loopholes. It's like technically he didn't die from bleeding too much. His heart stopped. That's what
Yeah.
killed him. His heart.
His
stopped
blood
because
pressure
there
got
was
too
no blood.
low and it couldn't beat anymore.
Like he
yeah.
died from the bullet wound, not from bleeding too much.
It's true.
I hate everything that just happened. Right?
So yeah, shout out to fucking Mike Sears with Low Grappling.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Also,
Thank you so much.
Also,
for having us out too.
Mike,
That was awesome.
like I've seen him a couple times. It looks like he's been in the gym.
Yeah, he goes every morning.
Yeah, like because I saw him at B Team like a year and some change. Skinnier guy. I saw him this time and I was like, because he was grappling, I was like, I could beat him. Saw him this time and I was like, oh shit, we might be close to the same weight class. Look at my guy over there.
Yeah, he's jacked up, man. He goes to Lifetime in South Austin every morning for like 4:30.
Wow.
They're open that early?
So
Wow.
impressive.
Oh, they open that late at night?
Don't they sleep around here?
Yeah.
What time you go to bed?
Right, yeah, damn, dude.
So yeah, back to
Back to who's number
you
one.
want to start
number
the main
one?
event, work your way down, or you want to start the other one?
So let's just we're not gonna do all the undercard fights. I just wanted to hit.
We should start from the top then. Main event.
Might as well.
Cool.
Well, what was considered the main event was only those three
No.
I mean, that's the
there's-
main card.
main. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
Pedro Mourinho versus Lovato.
Oh, we're starting right there.
Now, how did that get slid up? Because Gordon fell out and then they bumped Lucas down.
Yeah.
Well, so you have to because the Lucas and Giancarlo wasn't for a title.
Right.
yeah.
If it would have been Barbosa versus Gordon, it would have been for the heavyweight belt.
Right.
So they bumped Pedro Mourinho and Lovato up. So you're a ref, Iako, so maybe you can tell me this, okay?
Yeah.
excuse me, for who's number one, how do they score it, bro?
There's no score. Right?
No. I know, but so how? Yeah.
How do they favor?
the thing,
How do they
right?
favor?
Yeah. How do they so I'll
favor?
give you an example. So the first 5 minutes,
Yep.
it went to Mourinho.
Yep.
The second 5 minutes went to Lovato.
Yep.
And then the last 5 minutes, I think
Somehow the whole match.
I went to Mourinho. Or I think that if you had to give it to someone, again, what are the criteria though? Because at that point, Lovato was pushing Mourinho all around the mat, and Mourinho was just backing up. Lovato got like good position, standing, right? But so it's kind of whatever. But Mourinho picked his leg up, right? And then tried to do a sweep, but he didn't do anything with it.
Yep.
And then kind of got close to the back at the end. So are they like, for the 5 minutes, are they like, so that's, we're calling that rounds where it's 2 rounds to none or 2
I
rounds
think it was
to
being
one?
treated that way, right? And you could, if you listen to Pedro's coaches, it was kind of, they were treating it like that too.
Yeah.
Right. So after the first 5 minutes, you could hear his coaches saying, all right, there's 2 rounds left.
Yeah.
I kept hearing that, and I was so confused. I'm like, wait, are we?
That makes sense though,
Extra
bro.
rounds in this now? Like,
No, so that's how
Yeah,
that's
that
how
makes
they
sense.
have communicated to their fighter that they're gonna pace this match.
Yeah.
Right?
Which makes sense.
Because you need some kind of as a fighter and coach, you need some kind of like way that you're gonna win this match if you're not gonna win it by submission.
Yeah.
Right.
especially 15 minutes. I feel like that's
Yeah.
a long time.
Especially when there's no points and you know.
Yeah, so that everybody's playing the game at this point, right? So how do I play the game at the best? And their coaches decided they're going to split it up into rounds by doing the first, second, third, because that's how who's number one's been setting their favor, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
So what do they tell us before the match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the match, what do they say to the judges as far as how the judging criteria is concerned? They just say they really don't tell us what to look for. All right, and that's important. That's important because you don't want the production to have any influence on what the judges are thinking.
That makes sense.
Right. So if they say, hey, because we're who's number one, this is how we would like you to judge these fights. It's kind of like fighters hate that shit.
Yeah, because
I hate it.
Then it could sway based on like
Popularity, blah, blah, blah,
popularity.
blah.
And,
And
like
that's-
this person's better at this, so like we're gonna reward more points for that. That makes sense.
That's why I'm the perfect ref, because I don't train anywhere. I don't belong to any of these affiliations. I know everybody equally, and we're all friends equally, or acquaintances. And so somebody like me, I can judge any of these matches because I have no.
Who do you know at Gracie Baja?
I don't know.
Yeah. We know a whole bunch of everybody else though. Yeah.
Gracie Baja. Is that a no? I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me as a ref, like, what am I looking for in my head? Because I came up as a combatives guy, it's about intent and it's about effort, right? So when I watched the Lovato match, I think everybody agreed that Pedro won the first 5 minutes, and then Lovato outpaced him in the second.
Yep.
And then the third is kind of like, okay, what do we give points for? I would have gave the match to Lovato because of the effort and the intent.
Yep.
But some people might look at it as like, well, some type of scoring, like you had mentioned earlier. Like, how did maybe Pedro did score by grabbing the leg?
So, but he
won
didn't,
by
though.
advantage, basically.
So that's the problem, though. But even in IBJJF, if you pick that leg up, they're not going to give you an advantage because shit happens to me all the time, and people put their thumbs in my fucking eye to get their leg out.
Yeah, so that's a drawn out scoring system.
But I'm giving that as an example.
Yeah.
So like I think that Lovato was pushing him all over the map. So if you score it 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, then I believe Lovato won.
Yeah.
If you score it the entirety of the fight, then I think Mourinho won.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the first 5 minutes, the only actual moves that happened in the match that were taken to completion were that first 5 minutes where
Yeah, the
Mourinho,
scrambles,
Mourinho took him down. Right, like so. If you do the whole fight, then Mourinho won. If you do 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, then Lovato won.
Yeah.
It's just like when Marigali fought Kenyon Duarte. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Now, Marigali won because of the submission. But we were talking about that, because I was curious because what we actually talked about just happened, right? Where,
If he didn't get the submission,
then you could have argued that the first 5 minutes went to Kenyon Duarte because he got the takedown, he was aggressive, and then kind of after that there was like a stand-up battle but no takedowns, and then the last 5 minutes Marigali got the submission, but. So we talked about it. So this is kind of the same thing that happened in that match.
Yeah.
Where
the cool thing is though, like all three judges, that's the hard part too. Is like if it's a split decision, like who was the judge that fucked up?
Yeah.
In that case, I would have been the judge that fucked up, so to speak, because he won that match by unanimous decision.
Yeah.
So all three judges saw the fight differently than I did.
Yeah, but again though, it's so like how like if you score at 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, there's no way that Mourinho won.
Right.
So they must have scored at the entirety of the match, because if you score at the entirety of the match, then yes. Which then if that's like if the Mourinho's coaches were telling him, hey, like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, he lost that fucking match.
Right.
But if it was an entirety deal, then he won, because of there was only really one solid like sequence of moves that ended up in an actual position on the ground, and it was initiated by Mourinho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, great entries to that back.
yes,
I'll say that.
Yeah, no, it was good. But Lovato, he played good, got back up, and then kind of put it on in 5 minutes, and then the 5 minutes. So I think that if you look at like who Mourinho has fought, Lovato looked the best against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that height advantage that Lovato had too was like a huge deal. He was just grabbing the head. He was able to pull him down, and
Yeah, because he got that. Because he got the underhook and then around the head, and he locked that gable grip on. I was hoping that he was going to try to like take him over for like a hip toss from there, or like go the underhook side and use it for a foot sweep, or like to
he
get on
didn't
the
go
hip.
underhook side. That's why he got duck under twice.
Yeah, I know.
Like he would set up the underhook, and Marino would duck under the opposite side, and that's both. I was like, man, twice, dude. Like, I don't know.
Anyways,
Probably beat my ass, but
yeah.
I use the underhook better than Lovato.
Also, Mourinho also kind of got in Lovato's face a little bit, and I said, I think I yelled like, "Hey, he was the Bellator middleweight champion!" Like I yelled that at Mourinho. He couldn't hear me because we actually weren't that far away. He might have been able to hear me. Maybe that's why he stopped, because I was like, "It's a good point.
Good point. Yeah.
I don't know. It was super loud in there. That was it was charged.
It got really intense in
That
that
could have
fight.
bitched out on saying that, too, though.
I yelled it, didn't I?
No, he did yell it. But it did feel like there's palpable energy in the air where they might have thrown fists at any moment.
Yeah.
It was
I felt that too. I was like, man, this could really just turn into
also,
something
if that
more
would
than a
have happened,
grappling match.
Lovato would have beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Like, anyways, all right, cool. This because that was it's a good thing to know.
so that was that match.
Yeah,
What's we got?
Mika Galval, Cody Steele,
Oh, this
fireworks,
match.
bro, fireworks.
That was match of the night for me.
I think Minka, like, man, that dude's so good, dude.
Dude,
So good.
Yeah, so I was worried that like I didn't think any part of this where Cody Steele was gonna win, but there's spots where Cody Steele can be explosive and put people in danger by like just like slamming them and then like jarring them a little bit and then attacking stuff.
I don't feel like we saw that at any point, though.
No, we did, but it was done by Mika.
I was watching Mika's face the entire match, dude. He was in the fight the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
It was
His face was like, let's go. Like, he was like, oh, I've been here 100 times, dude.
Well, and then Cody Steele like flexed, and I was like, "Stop it, dude!"
Oh, that was so annoying. Especially like Mika let you out of like a headlock, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got this." Be like, no, like calm down.
the people like there was like some of like the
Yeah, his like team was behind us.
and like every time he would get out of like a deep submission, they were like, "Yeah, you got this," and I was like,
No, that girl behind us, that
Yeah.
was calling him,
Yeah.
what was she calling him? She wasn't calling him Cody.
No, yeah, I remember
Coco. She was
Coco,
calling him
yeah.
Coco, that's right.
Oh my god. Please stop that.
"Yeah."
If I'm losing, don't say my name ever.
Did you see the IBJJF video where the guy's girlfriend is like, he's like, "Shut up, Karen."
That's
Yeah.
right.
that video was so good.
If you like all my old videos, like all my early like combatives matches and jiu-jitsu matches, it's my wife videoing, chewing my ass. Get your fucking head out of it. Like I like to shoot.
Ashley? Or-
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I shoot in, right.
Like
Nobody
she's
knows
such a
that,
nice
right?
lady.
Yeah. You see? Put on a good front.
Yeah, I aspire to have that relationship with my wife. I'm like, I see that. I was like,
this is on.
Are we actually recording?
yeah. I'm like,
It's live?
They never fight. They're so nice to each other.
But if you watch the videos, like, so my first match, I shoot and I take a guy and he gets me in the guillotine. I pass his guard, mount him, and choke him unconscious, right? I do it again the second match, and she's like, "Quit letting people grab your fucking neck." I'm like, "It's part of the takedown. You just saw me choke somebody unconscious."
Yeah, but at least she's cool with you competing. My wife, like whenever I was like coming, like when we met, I was
Bro.
like I was competing all the time. Like I competed 9 times in 8 weeks. Do the fucking math.
That's aggressive.
And 3 of them were MMA fights. So I was like in the damn thing, and she could not understand like this
They
is
very rarely do.
yeah.
Bro, my wife, one time I lost the match,
Yeah.
right? God forbid I lose one of these motherfuckers. On the way home, she's like quiet as fuck. She's like, she's more mad than I am, right? She's pissed, right? She's like, if you're not gonna win, I don't even want you training. I was like, wow.
You brought dishonor to our
I was
family.
like, how am I
Iako.
supposed to know I'm gonna win unless I train?
Yeah, I try to convince my wife to do jiu-jitsu, and I felt like it was like that scene from Friday, or not Friday Nights, but oh fuck, what's the football movie, Varsity Blues, where he's like, I don't want your laugh. Because I felt like if I could get her to come train,
Yeah.
maybe she'll be like, yeah,
Maybe she'll understand.
Let's go to fucking Noogie Worlds and compete.
She's there holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Why aren't you at the gym right now?
Yeah, right. But
That didn't work out. She's been here a few times.
I bought her 2 geese, bitch. She's been here twice.
It's not even that, dude. It's not even like, it's not even that. Because you think, if you give them some accessories, they'll want to wear that shit.
Yeah. Or
You tried.
All the new rash guards, all that shit.
Again, Iako has saved my relationship a
great
few
story,
times.
by the
Yeah. So my gis, right? Like for anybody who does gi jiu-jitsu out there, you know the struggle whenever you meet a lady and she like does your laundry.
Also, Pat wears like an A3,
A2H.
A2H.
Yeah.
He's a
A2.
He like tries to like shove what he can in like
He's a husky
the
boy.
most small size possible.
small-
He's like
Smallest
long
possible.
here, but not here. You know what I mean?
Pat, we love you. Continue.
Fuck you guys. So I get home.
Yeah.
And I dry my pants, but I hang my gi tops up.
Yeah.
And I get home and like two
Because again, he's long here, but not here.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Don't fake cry.
No, so fuck you. So I come home and I like just 2 of my gi tops hanging up, and one's wet and one is not. And I was like,
What happened here?
hey, why is this one wet and this one's not? I was like, did you dry my gi top? And she was like,
What's a gi top?
yeah.
She's like, is that bad?
She was like, no. And I go,
I don't think so.
why is this one wet? And it's like, I did. It was like for like 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, it's fucking ruined. And she immediately went into like panic mode. And I was like, don't fucking, she's like, I'll get you. And I was like, don't fucking worry about it. I don't want it. Like, I'll deal with it.
That's so dramatic.
Like,
bro. I dry my geese. Relax, bro. It's not ruined.
No, but
Relax, bro.
not only that, but he was like, they don't even make these anymore. Like, gave me the whole guilt trip, dude.
This was
The
a
whole
limited
thing.
edition. I had to wait in line for 3 months to get it.
I didn't do that on purpose. She ordered me the same gi because normally they don't have them. They sell out of them, especially A2H. There's a lot of us husky boys, thick
I
boys.
think they
It's
just
for guys that are long here, not here.
To be fair, I think they don't. There's not a lot of those guys. I think they probably just don't make a lot of that size.
Yeah, probably. But they don't for the thick boys, right? So
Thick
fuck
boy
you.
club.
Yeah. Thick boy summer, dog. No, so she ordered me another one. I got like right away.
Yeah.
The other one still kind of fits.
Of course it
So I got
fits.
fucking
But yeah,
two,
she
dog.
couldn't find it, right? She couldn't find it. She
Yeah.
calls my wife, like, I need help.
I need
And
to
I was
find
like,
this gi.
I was like, give me 2 seconds, and I found it and sent her the link.
Nice. I still have to get you a lioness ski, but that's a separate story for another day.
Your mom goes to college.
My mom did go to college.
Yeah. Fuck
Grizzly Adams had a beard.
you. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. But anyways, the Mika Galval, Cody Steele, fireworks, Mika Galval won via rear naked choke, but he also set it up like it was like nasty. Like there
It
was,
was
nothing
so
like that.
clean. Yeah.
Those mounts were amazing. Like that pressure from the mount
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
It was also so impressive how he just kept getting him in a front headlock. Like
He was jumping it. He was jumping
Yeah.
my headlock, yeah.
I
Bro,
didn't
that
know.
suplex with the front headlock.
Oh, that was sick. That was
amazing.
awesome.
So that's a move that is taught.
No, I know. Yeah.
That
Well, he hit it really well.
Yeah.
Hit it fucking well.
No. It's
According to Pat, if it's under your eyes, it's
your
a
neck.
choke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a choke.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
See?
not crank.
Wait, where
Agreed.
do they teach this? Is it they teach you this when you're wrestling when you're 4?
Oh, I was gonna see. I didn't know how we were gonna work it in. I didn't know how we were gonna work it into the episode. Thank you, Zach. No.
I fucking
I was looking for something the entire time.
I've had that
It's
talk
on
to
his
me
phone. He's like, all right, delete that now.
where,
That was
where
good,
you
okay.
have the guillotine and then
All
you
right,
just like
podcast is
put
over.
him over, and then you finish from the mount. I've had that talk before.
Yeah, so
Neck crank, fucking
they
suplex.
didn't call it suplex. So like I went to a wrestling camp when I was in high school, and this dude was like famous for it. He called it the DDT.
Nice.
The same thing though. You just got to get the head and the arm, and then get the chin to the chest because it makes where there's that friction.
Yeah.
But if you're doing like, I ain't doing that to ultra heavyweight. It'll be in super heavyweight.
Yeah.
It was fucking.
That's a
nasty.
Greco move, bro.
Yeah.
You wrestle with a Greco guy, he's gonna rank your fucking neck, dude.
I believe it. I have a buddy who actually did a DDT in a match.
Yeah.
It went viral. It was insane.
That's illegal. It's a spiking thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a super fight, so I think they said it was fine.
Yeah.
But
Was it a fight to
Bro,
win?
Fight to win. They don't
Fight
give
to
a
win?
like.
They don't give a shit
they're
what you
like, we
do.
give you points for slamming people.
Bro, I got
During
slammed
the
to fight to win before a few years ago.
Slam somebody.
All right, I was trying on this dude.
We
This
need to
dude
get
tried
you to do
to
one
slam
but
out.
against like because you have everything. You're a younger dude, right? You're like 40,
Yeah.
right?
I'm the ripe age of 44.
Yeah. But we need to get you like you got all the gray hair and shit. So we need to get you like a 50-year-old and you just slam the fuck out, break hips.
Yeah. I want to get like a 12-year-old.
Intentionally hurt some guy.
12-year-old. I want to fight a child and then a woman same day. As long as it's not Gabby
Back to back.
Garcia.
That's the first time that will ever happen on Fight to or any promotion.
So I
Who's number one? Hit me up, bro.
I did
Got you.
I did a submission hunter, and I had a gi match and a no gi match because some dude was like dropped out, and I was like, I'll fucking do it. I got my
I've done
gi.
MMA fights like that.
Yeah,
Where I fought a guy
in the gi, and
I
then
fought a guy, knocked him out, and then his friend was like, "I'd fuck you up." I was like, "Get in the ring," and the promoter was like, "Fuck it, get in the ring."
This was in Hawaii, right?
Had to
was
be.
it?
Had to be. Yeah.
He was like, get in the ring because I don't like have to call the cops if you do it outside of the ring. We know ain't no way that's
So I
gonna
fought
happen.
two guys back to back in an MMA fight in Hawaii.
How'd the
I'm
second
a
one go?
bitch.
Got knocked out too.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. I was just saying I did 2 jiu-jitsu for my. You always like I was handing out CT like it was my job. I had a raffle. They both won.
You and your friend get in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think he was
wonder-
wearing jeans too.
Yeah, I wonder
my
how
God.
awkward it was like them driving home. Like we both.
Both got
With one of the
KO'd.
guys, was
We
like,
gotta train more, bro.
The guy who got knocked out second was like, "Man, you got me knocked out, bro."
This is all your
I hate
fault.
hanging out with you.
Look what we had to do. I had to fight for your honor, and I
This is the
lost.
bullshit I'm talking about. Also, like I'm an asshole when I used to fight MMA, dude. Like I would be in there like
Used
taunting
to.
everybody.
You've been an asshole at least 3 times in here today.
I was a huge taunter of the crowd. I was like a heel in wrestling. That's where I learned it.
Nice.
When you,
yeah.
when you fought
Did-
pro wrestling
so-
back in the day.
I did too.
Baby Shark.
I did pro
versus
wrestling,
Diego.
I
apparently.
like pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Baby Shark versus Diego Pato. That was a weird match
Yeah.
because the
What happened
injury.
to do, yeah.
But I also think
Still
Baby-
unclear.
I think Baby Shark was losing though.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
Yeah, he was.
Which is surprising to me too, because that guy's really good as well.
Yeah, but the other dude's AOJ, so he was
Yeah,
like
they were
doing the
ready
damn
to
thing.
go,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, everyone.
We're
We're
in
gonna,
game, dude.
so we're going to talk about the 2 AOJ competitors that were on the undercard, and I think that's it. And then John Carlo versus Lucas Hulk Barbosa. So Matt said something that was very intelligent. I didn't even think about it. I guess I don't pay attention to John Carlo that much.
Which is weird because you're the one who covers for him when he's out of town. So I feel like if anyone that should know, you should know.
Yeah, I know. I covered a lot the last couple weeks, and until Matt said it, it didn't really hit. But yeah, like he has been gone a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's still training and stuff, but it's not like having John like run you through your paces. So for him to like take it last minute against somebody who's dangerous, who has a couple wins over you, that was huge. And like I was worried about his cardio, but it looked good. Like
Yeah.
oh, it was standing again, but like if you were watching some of these matches at home, it might have been boring, but when we were there, it was fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, when you watch it with friends like us, it's kind of like you're looking into the details of the evolution of the position as opposed to trying to be entertained by what's going on.
That's true. That's
That
true.
makes sense. I think also, right, it's like when you go to a movie versus like you watch a movie at your house, right? Like having the energy just like in the stadium adds to it as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, John Carlo just kind of
Yeah. Who is that ZF team guy? That
ZR team.
ZR team guy. Yeah. Who you said you like went against? The short guy?
Oh,
we're gonna talk about him because
Esteban Martinez.
That was so
yeah.
fun. His match was so fun. He was doing like McTwists in the air.
I didn't go against him. He was in a tournament.
Giant killer, bro.
Yeah, he was in a tournament that I was in. He was on the other side.
Got it. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
That was fun though.
That was a good match.
He just kept jumping in the air and everyone's like, ah!
This is very exciting shit, dude.
It
That's
was
good
very
shit.
exciting. None of it was proactive at all.
No, but
it
it's
was
cool to
super fun.
watch.
No, but it used to be though. If you watch him like compete in IBJJF, he would backflip into like chokes and shit. Like
That's pretty nice.
yeah, he's not just backflipping. He's
Yeah.
done it before when he submitted people.
Yeah.
He did
I
like
assume
he
that
did
there
like
was
a
something that he was trying
Also,
to do.
though,
It
I'm
wasn't
pretty
just
sure
entertainment.
the guy he fought though was a new wave guy. So I'm pretty sure John was like, just weather that shit. Keep
Yeah,
your
those guys
hands
aren't
up.
allowed to have fun.
You don't listen to music.
job done.
Yeah. And then Helena, that girl that Helena fought was so fucking tough, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Watch it again, dude. It's just her being defensive.
do you know? I know, but
Bro,
like,
if anybody knows anything about stalling,
Iako knows.
this guy.
so listen.
I would also make the argument though
I'm
that
saying, like, I mean, with the submission attempts that she had, like, she was caught in a couple really good
Oh yeah,
submissions.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like she was on defense the whole time.
I don't make the argument
100%.
though. It felt like Helena was just like throwing stuff in there just to like see what would happen, and like a lot of them were like half-assed.
she was definitely chain attacking though. She went from one to the other, like she had said.
Yeah, but Helena won. That girl she won the ADCC Europe trials
Yeah,
too. So
that's
like,
right.
she's tough. And then Tynan Dalpra versus Troy Russell. Troy Russell is a sixth place guy. And Tynan, like, his Tynan Dalpra, like, it doesn't matter. Like, people are
You
like,
say that name. Good job.
He's a
Destined for greatness.
well, yeah. He's a gi guy, but he also trains with like Kolobate, who made it to ADCC, the youngest competitor ever in ADCC history, I believe. So like, you know, he's going to be good. You just got to figure out the leg stuff. But like, his wrestling's good. He's strong as shit. Like he was wider than that guy and the referee. Like he's like, his technique's like flawless. We did skip over something though. Gordon Ryan's little brother, Nicky Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Fighting Mika Galval.
Yeah.
They did like a stare down.
That was interesting.
I don't want to talk about the match. I don't care about them fighting. We'll
talk about it when it happens.
When they did the stare down, though, you saw four assholes in the background. It was us.
It was us.
Like, I went back and watched it.
I was like, me and who else?
yeah. We were in the background. Anyways, don't want to talk about the match. Just want to talk about that.
Yeah.
It was the cutest stare down ever, though.
They're so nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're
Just
so
like
nice.
cute young men.
Yeah.
It was also
Man, Mika's English is so
Flawless, bro.
that threw me off so bad.
I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
No,
I know you told me. I said it to you, and you're like, I told you they got a school in Brazil, and they speak like he speaks better English than both of us for sure. Definitely you.
Yeah. Me.
You.
He's better English than you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
English is
Probably
the second
He was
language.
probably educated the right way. When I graduated, Hawaii had the lowest education in the United
Yeah.
States.
Why do you guys say yeah after everything? Like,
Yeah. I
you
don't
want to go to the store? Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
think I do that.
Yeah. You don't. You don't. I'm saying Hawaiians do, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like BJ Penn.
All Hawaiians. Wow, Pat.
BJ Penn.
It's a thing. I picked it up when I was out there
Yeah.
too, man. It was weird. I started
It's
doing
not
it
even
too.
all Hawaiians. It's all Hawaiians living in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Because people don't like, I think that when like a Hawaiian dude comes in the army and you meet him for the first time, he's like, do you want to like be my battle buddy? Yeah. No, let me answer.
Yeah.
I don't want to be your battle buddy.
Yeah.
Will you go with me to talk to a drill sergeant? Yeah. No, I don't. Stop answering shit for me. But the Mia Funegra,
Oh, so close.
she did another AOJ,
Yeah.
just a savage. And then
I'm trying to remember these.
I don't remember.
The-
The
Yeah.
girl with the long hair.
Yeah, the girl with the braids. Yeah.
Oh, the really long braid. I was like, yeah, talking about do a baseball back
Oh,
show
yeah.
with it. Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah.
and then
I've
the,
done that before.
but yeah,
I've done that before.
Diego
fuck
Pato,
yeah,
Diego
tight
Pato
braid.
was another AOJ guy. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the AOJ dudes won,
Yeah.
and girls. But yeah, no, it was a good. It was solid.
It was so good.
Yeah.
No, it was a great time. And
I don't know who got more cheers though. Like anybody that was fighting or the guy in the overalls that was mopping the mat.
oh my
Dude,
god,
yeah.
that was so great. I felt so bad for that guy.
Yeah.
All his friends were just like, yeah.
He trains. I think he trains at New Wave.
I saw that guy at the bar, like I think it was Saturday night. I wanted to be like, were you the guy mopping the mats? But I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone.
You already went through enough
Hey,
problems.
good
with
work,
this.
bro. Good work.
I was telling Pat, I'm like, how do you think you get like one of these jobs? Like, this is sweet. Like, you just come here, you mop the mats.
It's all about who you know, dude.
Yeah, you literally, they're not even mopping the mats. They're just like brushing them
They're
off.
drying it off.
Yeah.
During Andrew, I think it was Andrew. No, it was Isaac Michelle and Kyle Chambers match for the Who's Next title. It was like the whole, like every 5 minutes, I was cheering on the referee. You watch the match, you just hear, "Good job, Steve!" Like, there you go, Steve. Every time Steve would do something, I would fucking cheer for him and shit. And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up."
Throw me off, bro.
That's
Throw me
super
off.
funny.
There's nothing worse than being a referee for a no time limit submission only match.
Yeah,
What are you refereeing?
yeah. You're really not doing anything.
No, I felt like they should have let him sit down.
I did kind of feel bad for the ref at the end, like with the Lovato match. Like, I thought that guy was going to be like in the middle of an actual fight.
Oh, he's used. That guy's awesome, man. Gabriel's awesome.
Gabriel Martinez. Integrio Jiu Jitsu.
Integrisal.
Yeah.
Wow,
Look again.
you're so close.
Whatever.
We love it.
You guys want to go over the UFC Fight Pass Invitational stuff real quick? We'll just do a
Super quick because we're running low on time.
yeah. We'll go.
Who's replacing Gordon? I guess is the main question.
It is the new wave guy. Oh, Heisam Rita. We'll start at the top and work our way down. You just tell me when you don't know these people.
When is this, by the way?
This weekend.
This weekend.
That's all.
Nicholas Marigali versus Felipe Pena.
Don't know who those guys
No,
are.
who's that?
Nicholas Marigali versus Felipe Pena.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Who's what?
who-
Who's from where?
I like the way Marigali's name sounds. So I'll go with that guy.
It's a cool
That
sounding name.
sounds like the way to
I'm
pick
gonna
Cool
go Marigali,
Italian
too.
name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Italian name.
Yeah,
Italian.
Italian versus Mexican. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Yuri or Nikki Rodriguez versus Yuri Samois.
What's Samois? Rodriguez has got to be Mexican.
Here's
And,
some voices. The only
Just
one that
come on,
won
dude.
that,
I don't know. Give your pick.
We're just having
I
fun.
got Nicky Rod on that.
Nicky Rod for sure.
All right,
Pat is
guys,
mad.
good fucking podcast.
It was a great podcast. Is that you're done? You don't want to do anymore?
No.
We made
Nope.
you sad. And
Made me
mad.
sad.
We love you, Pat. Just so you know, and it's all fun
Taking
and
my
games.
iPad and going home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Pat, can you bueno us out though?
Well,
Yeah, so-
but besides Bueno though,
Not yet.
Not
Not yet.
Shh, Not yet. Soon.
so I'm gonna be using this right here, this Bueno, to make some drinks at our Christmas party.
Ooh,
oh yeah. I'm using that one too. Actually, the lime.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? Fuck this one. Then. I'll use the mango.
I'm
All
using
right.
lime.
Mango. All right.
So you sheepdog.
Shotgun. You take a shot and you shotgun one of these.
Yeah.
Sheepdog at checkout.
Sheepdog at checkout
Sheepdog.
to get 25% off of your Bueno. I actually
Bueno.
ordered it. Like we get Bueno free,
on,
but I
though.
ordered a case of
Where
it.
though? On Amazon?
Oh,
It's
no.
on Amazon now, but
It's on
Yeah, but you
Amazon
don't get
now.
that. You-
I don't think you get the discount. on it.
No, you gotta go straight to
you gotta
Bueno.
Go straight off the website.
Straight
Yeah.
to Bueno.
But
Bueno
you gotta-
Energy.
You go to.
I wonder if it's one of those things though, where if you order it off of the website though, it like will use like sometimes. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's play with that.
That I don't have an answer for.
Yep.
But
No answer for that
it's
either.
like what, drinkbueno.com or something?
Yeah, I think so.
If you go there, use Sheepdog at checkout, 25% off your first order.
Bueno is good.
Bueno is good.
Bueno is delicious.
It's delicious. My favorite energy drink.
Mucho buenos.
Literally, Pat drinks them every day. He drank all of the ones that they sent us. Like they sent us cases.
No, that's not true.
He single-handedly
He
drank
hoards
them
them.
all.
That is not true. I drank most of them, but there's one that I didn't. And everyone knows which one that one is.
We don't
Go
know.
to my office and
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's how good Bueno is, I guess.
Yeah.
That is how
Everyone's
good-
hoarding it in their offices.
Yeah, no, literally, Pat hoarded. He's like, these are for us, and took them all out of the warehouse, put them in our office, which already has too many things in it, and then drank all of them.
We has too many things in it, like Nick.
Nick, why are you in Pat's office?
Nick, you're taking up room in here.
Taking up all the room.
Well, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
but
that's
thanks,
okay.
guys. This has been super fun. This might have been the best one yet, and I think it's
This was
just because
fun.
we went on a giant tangent with
Fucking podcast
Iako.
sucked.
all right.
The second best one was probably the other one I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first. The other one was the second.
We need to do a fight companion, like for real though.
We
It's a
will.
long ass podcast.
We also have to figure out the logistics
No.
of that.
We're just gonna do
Probably-
main card.
That's
That's
still 2 hours.
Still 2 hours, yeah.
Except for like if it's like that one that fucking Andrew went to in New York. He was there for 21 minutes.
That's because he showed up probably for like.
the last 21 minutes. Last 21 minutes, yeah.
Get to the ring.
I was gonna say in between every fight is about 20 minutes.
All right,
No,
guys.
so total fight time.
All right, guys. Thanks for
All right.
listening. Thanks for watching.
Until next time, drink bueno.